Hi everyone, and welcome to Module 1 of the Iterative Growth course.
This week, we're diving into a foundational principle that can truly transform your personal growth journey.
The power of paradigms.
The world you see is not the world as it is. It's the world as you are. Your perceptions, beliefs, and assumptions shape your reality.
And those perceptions are influenced by your paradigms, the mental maps that guide your understanding of the world. Now, let's see a real-life example of how paradigms can shape our perceptions.
We're going to show you a short video called The Cookie Thief.
As you watch the first part, pay close attention to the woman's thoughts and feelings, and how her initial assumptions influence her perception of the situation.
A woman was waiting at an airport one night with several long hours before her flight. She hunted for a book in the airport shop, bought a bag of cookies, and found a place to drop. She was engrossed in her book, but happened to see that the man beside her, as bold as could be, grabbed a cookie or two from the bag between, which she tried to ignore to avoid a scene. She munched cookies and watched the clock as this gutsy cookie thief diminished her stock. She was getting more irritated as the minutes ticked by, thinking, if I wasn't so nice, I'd blacken his eye. With each cookie she took, he took one too, and when only one was left, she wondered what he would do. With a smile on his face and a nervous laugh, he took the last cookie and broke it in half. He offered her half as he ate the other. She snatched it from him and thought, oh brother, this guy has some nerve, and he's also rude. Why he didn't even show any gratitude? She had never known when she had been so galled and sighed with relief when her flight was called.
Okay, let's pause there for a moment. I want you to go to the interactive worksheet and reflect on these questions.
You can access the worksheet in 3 easy ways. It's linked in the description below this video. You can scan the QR code that's on the screen right now, or you can type in this easy link, bit.ly/m1-paradigms. This worksheet is designed to help you actively engage with the concepts we're discussing and apply them to your own life.
Take your time to answer the questions thoughtfully. Your responses will be valuable for deepening your understanding of paradigms and identifying areas where you can create positive change.
How do you think this lady would describe the cookie thief? What are some words she might use?
What are some words that might describe the way she is feeling?
Please pause the video and fill out the worksheet.
Now, let's continue watching the second part and see how the story unfolds.
She gathered her belongings and headed for the gate, refusing to look back at the thieving ingrate. She sank in her seat, then sought her book, which was almost complete. As she reached in her baggage, she gasped with surprise. There was her bag of cookies in front of her eyes. If mine are here, she moaned with despair, then the others were his, and he tried to share. Too late to apologize, she realized with grief that she was the rude one, the ingrate, the thief.
Okay, let's pause again. Now that you've seen the full story, consider these questions.
How do you think this lady would describe the man now? What are some words she might use now?
What are some words that might describe the way she is feeling now?
This video perfectly illustrates how our paradigms can lead to misinterpretations and even misjudgments.
The woman's initial paradigm, that the man was a cookie thief, shaped her entire perception of the situation and her emotional response. But when her paradigm shifted, her understanding of reality changed completely.
This video isn't just about cookies. It's about how our paradigms can lead us to make assumptions, misjudge situations, and even limit our own growth.
By becoming aware of our paradigms, we can challenge those assumptions, open ourselves up to new possibilities, and create more positive outcomes in our lives.
Paradigms are the mental maps or lenses through which we see the world. They are the collection of beliefs, assumptions, and values that shape our understanding and influence our choices.
What assumptions and beliefs did the lady in the cookie thief video have at first? Please pause the video and fill out the worksheet. Our paradigms influence how we interpret information, make decisions, and interact with others. They can shape our experiences, relationships, and even our sense of self.
How did the woman's emotions change when her paradigm shifted? Why do you think this happened?
Please pause the video and answer these questions on the worksheet.
Paradigms can be incredibly powerful, shaping our reality and determining our potential for success and happiness. Even when faced with the same paradigm, our reactions can differ significantly.
How did the woman and the cookie thief react differently to the same perceived situation? What does this tell us about the power of individual paradigms? Please pause the video and answer these questions on the worksheet. While both experienced the paradigm of dealing with a cookie thief, their individual beliefs and past experiences influenced their emotional responses and actions.
This highlights how our unique paradigms shape our reality and choices.
Even when faced with the same paradigm, our reactions can differ significantly.
Now, let's explore another story that beautifully illustrates the concept of paradigms and their transformative power. You probably know the story of the Grinch, a grumpy creature who hates Christmas and tries to steal it from the Who's, down in Whoville.
Initially, the Grinch's paradigm is one of isolation, bitterness, and materialism. He sees the Who's joy and generosity as foolish and meaningless. He believes that happiness comes from material possessions and that he is superior to the Who's.
But then, something amazing happens. The Grinch's heart begins to grow, and his paradigm starts to shift. He realizes that Christmas is about more than just presents. He sees the genuine joy and connection among the Who's, even without material possessions. He begins to feel a sense of belonging and empathy.
This paradigm shift leads to a profound transformation in the Grinch's behavior. He returns the stolen gifts, participates in the Christmas celebration, and embraces the community and generosity of the Who's.
The Grinch's story is a powerful reminder that our paradigms can change, and when they do, they can lead to incredible transformations in our lives. By shifting our perspectives, we can open ourselves up to new possibilities, create more positive outcomes, and achieve greater happiness and fulfillment.
Now that you have a better understanding of what paradigms are and how they work, let's explore some practical techniques for identifying and challenging your own paradigms. This is where the real personal growth magic happens.
One of the most powerful tools for identifying your paradigms is self-reflection. Take some time to think about your thoughts, feelings, and reactions in different situations. Ask yourself questions like,
what assumptions am I making about this situation?
what beliefs are driving my behavior?
Are there any patterns in my thinking that might be limiting me?
You can also use journaling or mindfulness practices to become more aware of your thoughts and emotions. This can help you uncover underlying paradigms that might be influencing your choices. Another valuable technique is seeking feedback from others.
Talk to trusted friends, mentors, or colleagues and ask them for their honest observations about your perspectives and behaviors. They might be able to point out blind spots or patterns that you're not aware of.
Be open to constructive criticism and use it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Remember, feedback is a gift that can help you see yourself more clearly and identify areas where you can shift your paradigms. Once you've identified some of your paradigms, it's time to challenge them. Ask yourself,
is this paradigm really true?
What evidence supports this belief?
What evidence contradicts it?
Is there another way to look at this situation?
Be willing to question your assumptions and consider alternative perspectives. This can open up new possibilities and help you break free from limiting beliefs. Finally, don't be afraid to experiment with new paradigms. Try on different perspectives and see how they feel. If a new paradigm empowers you and helps you create more positive outcomes, then embrace it.
Remember, personal growth is an ongoing journey of learning and discovery. Be open to changing your mind and evolving your beliefs as you gain new experiences and insights. Now that you have a good understanding of what paradigms are and how to identify them, let's take a moment to reiterate why this is the most crucial first step in your personal growth journey.
Think of it this way. If you're trying to reach a destination, but your map is inaccurate, you'll likely end up lost or taking a much longer route.
Similarly, if your paradigms are based on flawed beliefs or assumptions, your efforts for personal growth might be misdirected or ineffective.
By first understanding and challenging your paradigms, you create a solid foundation for all other personal growth techniques and strategies. Think about some of the most remarkable transformations you've witnessed in your own life or in the lives of others. Chances are those changes began with a shift in perspective, a change in how the person saw themselves or the world around them.
Whether it's overcoming a major obstacle, achieving a long-held goal, or completely reinventing oneself, the journey often starts with recognizing and challenging our existing paradigms.
Whenever you feel stuck or face a challenge, remember to examine your paradigms. Use the tools we've discussed, self-reflection, feedback, and challenging your assumptions to identify any beliefs that might be holding you back. Open up your interactive worksheet again. Take some time to reflect on the questions and identify any paradigms that might be acting as obstacles on your personal growth journey.
Here are a few common paradigms that often hold people back. Do any of these resonate with you?
Please pause the video and answer the questions in Section 5 of the interactive worksheet.
Now that you've taken some time for self-reflection, let's recap the key takeaways. We've explored the powerful concept of paradigms and how they shape our perceptions, influence our choices, and ultimately determine our potential for growth and happiness.
We've seen how paradigms can lead to misinterpretations and misjudgments, as illustrated by the cookie thief video. And we've witnessed the transformative power of a paradigm shift through the story of the Grinch.
Most importantly, we've learned that we have the power to identify and challenge our own paradigms. By becoming aware of our beliefs and assumptions, we can break free from limiting perspectives and create new possibilities for ourselves.
Now that we've explored the concept of paradigms, I want you to take a moment to reflect on how this knowledge can empower you on your personal growth journey.
Pause the video and take a few minutes to answer these two questions thoughtfully. Consider the examples we've discussed and how they relate to your own experiences and aspirations.
Please pause the video and answer these questions on the worksheet. I hope this reflection exercise has reinforced the importance of understanding paradigms as a foundation for personal growth.
Now, it's your turn to put these principles into action. This week, I encourage you to become a paradigm detective. Pay close attention to your thoughts and actions. Notice any patterns or beliefs that might be limiting your growth. Challenge those paradigms and see what new perspectives emerge.
Don't try to change everything at once. Remember the 1% principle. Focus on making small, consistent improvements each day. To help you with this, I've created some daily tasks in ClickUp. Each morning, you'll have a paradigm check-in task to prompt you to reflect on your paradigms. And each evening, you'll have a paradigm shift moments task to encourage you to identify any situations where your paradigms influenced your thoughts or actions.
By consistently using ClickUp to track your progress and reflect on your experiences, you'll deepen your understanding of paradigms and accelerate your personal growth.
Remember, personal growth is an ongoing journey of self-discovery and transformation. By embracing the power of paradigms, you can unlock your full potential and create a life of greater fulfillment and happiness.
That's it for this lesson on paradigms.
We're excited for you to start exploring this concept and applying it to your own life.
We'll see you in the school discussion forum, where we can share our experiences and support each other on this journey of growth.